Guys, the Bomberman anime are so stupid, I want to watch them all.
There's 2 of them, actually.
I know!
In La La
La
Land.
La Land. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna start this level and then actually go to Planet Moonlight.
You want to help me find my girlfriend?
Yeah, have any of you guys ever actually played Adventures of Lolo?
No.
They
Briefly,
play
a
the
long
same
time
music
ago.
for the entire game. Like, literally the entire game.
Oh shit! Make believe reborn.
But no, Ted's happy. The first Bomberman anime has terrible anime CG robots.
Yeah, I love terrible anime CG robots. It's the best. Like, there's nothing that makes me, like, remember that I'm 6 years old better than terrible CG in children's television. Unless if you, like, are all CG, and then I'm reminded of Reboot and the DKC anime, and then I'm like, well, I mean, Donkey Kong Country isn't an anime, but whatever.
Well, technically it is, I guess, by definition, but...
Heck of the Hill is my... King of the Hill is my favorite.
American anime.
Yeah. But, yeah, the Bomberman show are weird. The second one actually aired in America for a while.
Yeah, and there's a game based off of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of, like, it's Bomberman Jitters. I know nothing about that game. I don't...
Me neither. I never played it. I knew the game existed based on the show, but that's about
Like,
it.
I'd heard the name before, like, when just, like, reading Wikipedia articles, but I don't know if it, like, plays like this, if it plays like 64, if it's its own thing, whatever. Like, but, you know, I'm suddenly much more interested.
The weirdest thing, though, is that I cannot find any real information on that first Bomberman show.
Yeah, and that's the one I want to watch.
So if anyone like knows more about that show, not Jetters, let us know, because I want to see it too.
Yeah.
Because that was like, so what the fuck?
Yeah, like, there's Red Bomber is the girl one, and she's got, like, big ol' anime eyes, but everybody else has the standard Bomberman black eyes, and so she looks really weird. And she has a bow, so you know she's a girl. I mean, granted, Bomberman R does that too, like Pink and Aqua.
Well, no. That's the weird thing is that Bomberman technically has more cartoon/anime than Mega Man does.
The only anime for Mega Man's like the Battle Network one, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 That's well. I mean, there's that second show that's supposed to come out.
Oh no. Technically, there was the Ruby Spears Mega Man. So I guess they're even.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves.
Is that new Mega Man cartoon even like still going to be a thing?
I don't know.
Because aside from that initial announcement, I haven't heard a thing about it.
Like, I think there was like a clip on a Spanish TV show, but I think what might have happened is that reception might have been so negative that they decided to can it. Which, I mean...
Well, it looks like it went the same way as the Mighty No. 9 cartoon.
Yeah, well, the Mighty No. 9 cartoon was actually... You see, that's a shame, because the animation in that preview was actually pretty good. All things considered.
It was past.
Okay, maybe I remember it being better than it was. But, I mean, like, it was fine. It was definitely better than the animation we got in the game. So, you know.
True, but that also wasn't very hard.
You see, another funny thing is that the Ruby Spears cartoon for Mega Man is, oddly enough, probably the most accurate to any of the source material that any video game cartoon has ever been, I would have to say.
Which is weird, considering... Did you ever see the pilot for the cartoon?
No, John, have you seen the Lion People episode?
No. Well, I mean, when Ruby Spears Mega Man was in development, they only got the green light because of their pitch video, but they were told to make it more westernized. But their pitch video, you look it up on YouTube,
was more Inafune.
Is one-to-one Inafune Mega Man. Like, it was straight from Japan. And it looked amazing.
And then they changed the art design. And
they changed the art design because they thought it was too cute for American audiences. I believe that was the reason.
Which, to be fair, that was early to mid-90s.
Yeah, it was early 90s. I mean, that was the sign of the times, true. In today's world, it get past in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but, you see, I will say that the Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon is the closest to the source material. That doesn't make it the best video game cartoon, though. Now I have your power.
Punch. It also has Guts Man's ass. Weirdly enough, that show also has X and Vile in it.
Yeah, there's a Mega Man crossover episode. I didn't watch. I've watched.
And X is a bloodthirsty motherfucker.
I thought that's
Yeah.
okay. See, I've watched a handful of episodes of that show, like full.
Yeah, violence.
Yeah, but X is normally like a little prick.
Yeah, Pat. So why must Reploids fight? We make the joke all the goddamn
Yeah,
time.
but he's like a bloodthirsty killer.
He wants Vile fucking dead in that show.
yeah, it's like he's like, you're a maverick. I gotta fucking kill you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Vile did kill his boyfriend, so. I mean, guys, come on. Come on, it's 21XDX, okay? They can be gay if they want to.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's at that time. It's already super fucking progressive.
Well, no, X totally loves Zero, but does Zero love X?
You see, it might be the Phoenix Edgeworth relationship because a lot of people ship Phoenix and Edgeworth together, and like I can totally.
No, Phoenix totally loves Edgeworth.
No, Phoenix, I can totally see. Phoenix is I think personally in my headcanon, Phoenix is bisexual because he very clearly loves women too. But he.
So that one part where she almost died from poison.
Yeah, but like he's very clearly attracted to women. But I think his true love is Edgeworth. The thing is that Edgeworth, I don't think knows what sex is because I don't think Von Karma ever taught him. So he just didn't care, and so he's like, so like if anybody were to ask him how babies were made, I don't think he'd be able to answer. So yeah, that's kind of where I sit on that relationship. But
Good to know.
yeah.
Or potential relationship.
Well, no, some people are like convinced that it's a thing, but like I don't know. I mean, Edgeworth does have certain feelings. So, you know, that...
Sometimes.
I mean, I don't think anything can get worse than, like, any more, like, blatantly shippy in the games themselves than Sora X Riku. From...
When I stare at your eyes, my heart sinks like an elevator. Elevator.
I know, Sora X Riku is basically confirmed at this point.
Yeah, like... Oh, John's a Kyrie...
Sora X Riku. Roxas X Axel.
God damn it. But
it's like Kyrie, not for
that
nothing.
That series is just not even trying to hide it.
You follow the series from beginning to end. Kyrie is just plain fucking forgotten somewhere in the middle of that.
No,
series.
she goes to school at the end of Dream Drop Distance, John.
No. At the end of Dream Drop Distance, that's when they revealed that she's getting trained to be a Keyblade warrior.
Yeah.
But after 2, fuck, who's Kiwi? I don't know a Kiwi, and I know that's it.
It's okay.
But she just fucking vanishes off the face.
Yeah,
of the
because you can't sell any yaoi if there's a girl in it, John. Gosh.
Yeah.
Get your.
There's not enough girls. There's not enough girls in the series to have Yuri either.
And, Kyrie X Nominee is technically Kyrie X Nominee. I guess it's technically some form of masturbation.
Well,
so.
The only other girl that's important I can think of in Kingdom Hearts is Aqua, and she's the only girl in that game. So, so much for that.
Right, now that you think about it, there are only like.
There's Kyrie. There's. I mean, not counting Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
cameos.
well, they don't do anything. No
one from
original characters.
Yeah,
original characters. There's Kyrie. There's Nominee, who is Kyrie.
What's her name on Organization 13? Larxene or whatever.
There's Larxene.
And Aqua.
Do we want to count Marluxia? I've blurred my eyes when I think Marluxia.
What about who's the girl that Roxas fell in love with, but then gets wiped from his memory because fuck Kingdom Hearts?
Shion. Who's Kyrie?
Who is also wait? She's also Kyrie.
Who is? She looks like Kyrie. She might as well be Kyrie. I mean, there's a convoluted explanation for it, but it's like
Spartacus.
Might as well be Kyrie number 2.
I'm Spartacus.
No, Nominee's Kyrie number 2, so Shion's Kyrie.
Okay, as I said, fuck Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, the only original female character that does anything of any sort of worth is Aqua, and that's why I like her, because she does something.
I mean, to be fair,
Pity she sounds so bored.
Well, if you had to clean up all the boys' mess, you would be upset too, John.
Well, no, okay, no wonder 90% of the Kingdom Hearts fan base is just for Joshi.
Yeah. So anyway, the moral of the story is white X black Bomberman OTP, basically.
The moral of the story is that we're all gay, and you know what? That's okay.
Okay, so what's weird actually about this game is that they established that like they're the Bomberman siblings, but then there's like weird romantic implications put in at certain points. Like in this stage, Karaoke Bomber, who is Black Bomber's sister, like flirts with Black Bomber, and it's like, okay, sure. And then it happens in the World 7 too, where he's just like, oh, don't worry, dear sister, I'll provide comfort. And I'm like, dude, that's your sister. This is a kid's game. Knock it off.
Anime's done weirder.
Granted, true. Also, I hate the stage. This is easily
ice physics.
This is easily my least favorite world in the game.
How do the ice physics work?
You can't stop until you hit a solid space.
And you can't. So that also means you can't place a bomb on an ice space unless if it like stops at a brick
wall
or something like that. Which means it's very easy to do that.
You just slide right off right there.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so this one. You see, at first I was doing good on this run of the.
And then and it all went tumbling down from there.
Well, here's the thing. At this point, like, I had recorded World 4 several times because I kept on making dumb mistakes like that, and I was like, oh no, I can't show this. But this was like take number 3 or 4, and at this point, I was so done with Planet La La Land that I was like, screw it. I don't care if I use continues. I just want the stage to be over.
I just want this done.
Yeah. So, Worlds 5 and... Oh, okay, you see, what makes it frustrating is it's that the ice and the brick, that's normal for...
Are all both white.
Yeah, so, like, if it was, like, black brick or something, it would be easier to tell which spaces are safe and which are ice. So, I mean, it's a minor visual nitpick right there. I mean, a lot of it is straight up my fault, so I'm not gonna try to, like, cheese out of a lot of it, but I wish it were more clear to differentiate which one's which. Also, a weird thing in this game that they added in the update is that there's this slight isometric angle going on here. In the update, they made it so that you can change it and make it straight top down, which is a bizarre choice. And then you can also, like, change it to be isometric from the other angle, which is also weird. Like, I mean, I don't know why anybody would do that, but you can. It's an option.
I guess. Survive for 2 minutes, joy.
This is one of the easiest ones in the game, though, because...
Well, it's the first one, so...
Well, they had one of these in... No, they had one... This is the second one. The one earlier on was really tough, because, like, they had the split-apart slime goop ones. But this one's very easy, because they'll all be going in a pattern, so all you have to do is put, like...
The best thing to do is actually not do what Ted's doing, is to leave as many bricks as possible.
Well, no, you can...
So you can...
Oh, you'll see...
Well, that's always my strategy, is to just... leave as many bricks as possible and bottleneck them.
Well, here's the thing. All you have to do is walk up. Once you have the stage clear, all you have to do is just walk from the top to the bottom, or the bottom to the top, and put a bomb in each one of those open spaces.
Well, you can in this one.
Yeah, but that's because this one's the easy one. This should have been the first one, honestly. The second one, the first one should have been the second one, because it's a lot harder. But...
Yeah,
you will...
but no, for these kind of survive ones, my recommendation is leave as much on. I think the bricks also count as, like, objects on the field, so they won't spawn as many.
Yeah, probably for lag reduction. But all you have to do is this over and over again, and then they'll never hit you.
It looks like if you just keep placing bombs on each wall in a rotation, you'll always kill them as they're spawning.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so you can do that for this one, sure, but...
Yeah, but the other ones, no. The other ones are too hard to do.
Oh, don't get me started on the 1 and 7.
The 1 and 7, World 7's straight up obnoxious, yeah. But, that's, I mean, on one hand, yes, that is supposed to be the super hard extra world, but on the other, there's the difference between hard and obnoxious. And World 7...
And 7 has the two most obnoxious levels in the game.
I think one of the ones you're talking about, I managed to beat without dying, but just by the skin of my teeth on the first try.
Yeah, the ice one.
No, not the ice one. The one of the survive ones.
We'll get to it then.
One of the survive ones I beat on my first attempt, because I actually recorded my blind playthrough of that. Because I didn't feel like doing a practice playthrough.
Plastic run.
I didn't feel like doing a plastic run because paper is better for the environment. Yeah, but here at BrainScratch Cons, we are incredibly professional and care a lot about our work. So I didn't do a practice run.
Well, technically, I didn't either. I didn't either. Trash. I didn't either for Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, but no, that's a full blind playthrough. So, like,
full blind.
That means...
It's weird. It's like, it's a full blind playthrough, but I've been playing Mario games so long, I kind of just know what they're going to do anyway. So I really don't get lost in that game, all things considered.
I don't know, man. Just because you play certain kind of Zelda games for certain one doesn't mean you're good at all of them.
No, not all of them, but it does. It kind of gives you a head start, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I love A Link to the Past, but I don't like Link's Awakening.
You don't like Link's Awakening at all?
I never said like. I said just know how they're gonna do
It's
it.
not my cup of tea. I should stress. I don't think it's a bad game. I just
Whoa!
just not a fan of it.
Okay. Like, a lot of people say that Link's Awakening is, like, better than Link to the Past.
Nope.
No, that I won't agree with.
I don't agree with that either.
Have you played randomized Link to the Past, John?
No, everybody and their grandmother seems to be playing a randomized Link.
It's a fun way to play it if you know the game already.
If you know the game
I'll have to
already
give it a
is
shot
the big
later.
thing.
Yeah, no, like if it's your first time playing A Link to the Past, oh no, hell no.
I've never beaten it, so, like, I haven't.
It's a Zelda fan Zelda game.
Yeah, basically. Also, I do like the random shit that they put in the text, though. Like, that's
Yeah.
pretty funny. So now, if you really want to be ballsy, what you can do is set a bomb and then use that to, like, kind of block yourself, and then slide to a different part.
You have to actually do that in World 7.
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah, I remember
took me-
that. Okay,
which
now
took-
I know
which-
what stage you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, with that one, I had to post online. It's like, how the fuck do you want me to do this? It's like, you have to place a bomb and run into him. Like, that sounds absurdly dangerous and not at all intuitive into how you're supposed to play the game normally.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so for, like, this stage, like, I mean, it's a little bit more dangerous, but if you've, like, say, done a Pokemon strength puzzle in, like, Seafoam Cave or something like that, you'll be fine. That stage, though, is like, God, I hate it. Well, you'll see it when we get there, but it's pretty stressful. I get, which I mean, granted, like Bomberman's intended to be a very stressful game, but you know, like there's a line yeah.
As we said, yeah.
Also, there's an implication if you look in the backgrounds for the stages that the Bombermen are tiny sized, because like if you play the multiplayer stages, there's there's one where like they're in a box on like a picnic table or something. So yeah.
Oh, you barely timed that right.
Stranger than with like the stages get eventually in like Monkey Ball, like above a washer and dryer.
No, not. Oh
No.
no. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
'Twas greed that was the enemy.
No, it's it's not worth it. I thought I cut this out. Oops. That's the BrainScratch motto we know and love.
Yep.
I was wondering why it was 29 minutes.
Oh well, no, it's 29 minutes because the boss to this stage is obnoxious. Like this is
worst boss in the game.
worst boss in the game easily because wonderful ice physics. Your favorite mechanic in all of video games, John.
Because my balls are aching at the concept.
No, that's just Kingdom Hearts going on again.
Nah, it's more. Yeah, give it a while. I don't know. By next year, I'll have an answer.
No, you won't.
No, 2019, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out next year, and you know it.
But you see, yes, it will. Because by the time this video goes up, it might be 2018.
No, it won't.
No, it will be.
Ah, damn it.
So he's technically right. God damn it.
Corrected.
Unless if it comes out in 2020, which is also not an impossibility.
It's not wrong.
Or if it comes out ever, which I also think is also not an impossibility.
They wouldn't cancel it up until this point.
You see, here's the thing, though. I honestly do think, because there's no way Kingdom Hearts 3 lives up to the potential. And if it does, then good for you guys. But, you see, every time we've actually had a sequel to these series that haven't had a game in a long time, we've only lost something. And that's the joke about how that game is never going to come out.
Well, no, see, but that's the thing. I don't think that applies to Kingdom Hearts because there have been games.
Yeah,
in
but
between.
Kingdom
They've just never been called 3.
Yeah, but when's Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 3 is a joke that's been going on for 10 years at this point.
Well, it's the Half-Life 3 thing where even if they do make the game, it will never live up.
Yeah, no, we've already
What a
had
good-
this, though, with Duke Nukem Forever. The only thing...
Well, no. The thing is, Duke Nukem was always kind of a joke.
Yeah, but the only thing that game releasing ever did was get rid of the Duke Nukem Forever joke, which is sad. It happened with Knights, too, because people were whining, oh, where's my Knights sequel? And then we got Knights Journey of Dreams is the sequel, and...
Yeah.
Journey.
Yeah,
of the
and
Dreams.
that game sucks, and the only thing that it did was get rid of the "Oh, where's my Knight" sequel whining. Although I suppose people can be whine about that again, because it's also been like 10 years since we've had another Knights game. And, you know, like, Sega likes to cameo Knights and frickin' everything, but, you know, they don't like to actually make Knights games because nobody will buy them.
Point of the story is Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna suck.
Well, I mean...
I don't think so.
Okay.
That was a joke, John.
You can think that, honey. It's cute.
For Honey's again?
Sure, I guess.
Progress.
What kind of balloon guy is your favorite, John?
What?
Which one of the balloon guys is your favorite? The normal one or the pink one? Or the devil one that's in World 5?
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking about you trying to get a fetish out of me or something like that.
Well, if you want to
What's
go,
your
if you want to
favorite
talk about Kingdom Hearts again, there's the frickin' the fact that there's a balloon guy disgusts me. You see, the thing is that I know that Kingdom Hearts shouldn't be a series that we take seriously, but it just kind of is now. And so the fact that there's a balloon tier spell makes me really sad. Because, like, if you had shown me that, like, when Kingdom Hearts first came out, I would have been like, oh, that's what I expect from a crossover with Disney and Square Enix. But then you see, like, darkness and, like, Sora crying every game and whatnot, and then suddenly you expect it to be this deep, dark story, and then suddenly he's throwing balloons at people.
Dark.
So, yeah, the fact that
Fucking
exists
darkness.
makes me really sad. Yeah, so...
I have no opinion on any of these enemies.
No.
Just to go back and seriously answer your question.
Aren't they cute?
They are video game enemies.
They're bomb fodder.
Oh, you merely got out of there.
Honestly, it's not that hard to...
Hubris!
If I had gone right there, I would have been fine.
Yeah. Now just stand there and wait for the timer to tick down.
So many dudes.
And now I'm not affected by them, because I'm
walk through your
dancing.
body.
As long as you are dancing, you are invincible in this world.
Sir, he's invincible now. What do I do? So, fun fact, in Japanese, Karaoke Bomber is known as Sexy Bomber. But we can't call something sexy in the United States, because that's not good for children. So, we named her Karaoke Bomber instead, because...
What's you singing in karaoke? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you.
Well, that's we're going to be talking about weird sex, because apparently Black isn't into ladies.
No, he is. He's just very, very nervous about it, I guess.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm somewhat sure.
Someone.
His face lies, but his finger speaks the truth. That's a straight up dick, baby.
It looks more like a nipple, actually. Like... It looks like...
Well, one's rock hard, that's the
Well,
point.
it looks like a cow udder, actually, with one teat.
You need to hear my song. Your song?
So what's really funny is that she will actually sing lyrics from the game's ending theme, but purposefully really, really badly. If you actually listen to her death quote.
Which is weird because there was no English version of the ending until this latest DLC patch.
Yeah, so the translation isn't in it anymore. So, like, she'll say, like, "You're my hero," and that's not actually the lyrics anymore. So, yeah. Like, I mean, the joke works a little bit better in Japanese because the actress who plays Karaoke Bomber is actually the actress who sings the song. So, like, the joke is that, oh, she's singing badly on purpose.
Oh, okay. No, it's weird. She has the hardest boss fight, but because of her motion, you can just kind of hover next to her, and the second she lays that, it blows up both of you, making her, like, at the time, the easiest bomber fight.
Yeah, so that her ability is the remote control bomb, so she can blow up her bomb whenever she wants.
No, it's the motion sensor bomb.
Oh, the motion. Close. Oh, yeah, it's the motion sensor. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was remote control. So yeah, as soon as it senses you, like, it'll basically...
It blows up.
Yeah. But this boss fight's obnoxious. Honestly, I think it's harder than the final boss in a lot of ways.
Oh, it definitely is.
Because you can't line up the bombs on her very easily, because she's never in a good spot.
She's never in a good spot. You're in a weird perspective. Her attacks are really fast, and you have the ice that's making it hard for you to stand around enough to where you can actually set up your bombs.
The thing is that even if you're kind of close to where she's supposed to be, she'll put away the thing like there, like that. Like I was kind of pretty close, and I placed the bomb somewhat fast, like not like immediate, but you know, I wasn't slacking is the thing. And
Also, to continue the ending theme joke, the theme that's playing here is a remix of the final credits theme.
yeah. Yeah, there's bits of it. I think like the first half is an original piece, but like the ba 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 da da is definitely from the
The final boss uses it too, but
yeah. Phase 2 specifically. Although I like
Yeah.
Phase 1 better as a track personally, but and again, the music in this game is just great. The only weird omission is that the Bomberman theme isn't in it.
No.
Yeah, I thought that they would put it in there for the like that's like the worst possible place for her to crash because there's
And you failed.
yeah. I do not care. That's like the worst possible place for her to fall because it's really hard to find a good spot for her. Like if it was just one row of ice blocks smaller, this boss fight would be a lot more manageable. It feels like she has more health than the other ones, but I don't know how true that necessarily is.
I'm not sure. The problem is it's so hard to get to her to get her to the damage phase that it just feels like it.
Yeah. You have to. Here's the thing. You have to individually hit each one of the wings as well. So if you're not if you don't have, and I'm pretty sure that she puts each one in a random spot each time she does that. Like that attack there is the easiest one to get hits on her.
But it's also the fastest one.
Yeah. Like, I think if you can hit them while she's doing that wind gust attack, but...
But good fucking luck.
Yeah, basically. Like, come on.
Oh, you missed.
Also, sometimes you can go under her and sometimes you can't. It's not exactly clear. Short version, this boss fight sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to get to her fast enough to do anything about that?
The big problem is that the things in the center, the ice blocks in the center, are so wide that even with max explosion, if you place it on the very edge that I'm standing on right now, the explosion won't reach all the way across the ice, meaning that if you just happen to be on the wrong side, and you can't hit her. It's like impossible. Like, okay, she just happened to put the one I need to hit on the right. I was on the left, I'm screwed. I just don't get to get a hit in that time. So if she just like I don't know, if there was just another way to hit her. Like I know in some of the earlier Bomberman games with bosses that float, you can actually bomb throw bombs at them and it'll hit her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hit her like that in this one. Like, I mean, if you could, that'd be great, but good luck trying to aim that, considering that she can move anywhere, and you can only move on, like, 40% of the screen. Standardly, I should say.
And now she's being mean, not doing any attacks that you can really hit.
Yeah. I have to basically...
Which is pretty repetitious battle quotes,
yeah.
too.
I mean, that...
There you go.
And I believe I'm, like, one hit away, too.
That's usually the case, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, the last 5 minutes were just because I didn't get one extra hit in some other time. That boss sucks.
Yes, it does. Oh, yeah, and there's a subplot about her being their missing sister or something.
Which literally only happens, like, for 2 cutscenes, and it doesn't matter in the slightest. Because she's not, like, living with them after the end of the game, even. Because, like, she's not in World 7 at all. But...
No. So, yeah, when you pick Pretty Bomber, she actually does have the same ability as Karaoke Bomber.
Yeah, it's this. I think she's got different battle quotes. And obviously her animations are different. But otherwise, it's just the same. Like, I don't even know why this even matters, I guess. Like, they're trying to make her special, I guess, because she's the girl. I don't know. Although, you couldn't be able to tell her if she was a girl, because she doesn't have a heart on her pom-pom. If you don't have a heart on your pom-pom, you can't be a girl, Bomberman. Bomber woman. Bomber...
Now, what do they mean by scrap?
They're robots.
They're robots.
So, they actually bring this up in the next world, but yeah, sometimes they just get scrapped and put in the junkyard. Because they're broken or obsolete.
But shit, that's how Mega Man 10.
Yeah, they actually that's their motivation. We'll talk about it next part, but yeah, it's kind of dark in a lot of ways.